Welcome everybody to another episode of Books and Betches. I'm Kristen, and with me I have
Erica.
Maria.
That's Erica, because you probably can't hear that. And Maria, who is lovely as always.
Oh, thanks.
Says her name correctly every time.
Not every time.
This is a book podcast. We swear, we spoil, we talk about sex, we suck at podcasting. This week we're not doing a specific book. We're talking about books and reading.
Interesting.
Riveting.
Aren't you going to talk about that book?
Actually, I will touch on Stolen Focus by Johan Hari. I am in grad school right now.
Woo!
And thank you.
Snaps for you.
I'm having a lot of fun, actually. I'm only in one class to start. I only have to take 10 classes to get my degree, which is awesome. I'm getting a master's in interactive media and communications.
Yes, someone was asking what you were doing. And I was like, I don't know.
I would like to teach one day, maybe. But so this first class
Look at your highlights.
is about like graduate studies. It's like basically about deep thinking and getting into like how we can work. And the whole thing is about attention and focus and how horrible our attention is now. There's actually a section on skim reading I would love for you to read at some point.
Ooh.
What?
That, what you just said.
Yeah.
Also, the whole no artificial light for 2 hours before bed. I am failing.
So this book is really interesting because this guy, he talks to like hundreds of psychologists about different things, about our focus, about attention. And while he's doing that, he quits his life essentially. He talks about how privileged he is to be able to do this, by the way. But he goes to, where do Kale and Garrett go all the time? Provincetown. So he leaves his laptop, his phone, he leaves all of that behind, no internet, no nothing, goes to Provincetown for 3 months, tries to focus on writing his book, but he doesn't have access to like anything online whatsoever. So he's basically
just go to a library.
Yeah, so anything he can't use the internet. Like
I know, but like books.
Yes. So he brought like a huge stack of books that he's been wanting to read forever because he's like, I can't just sit down and read. But a big conversation that we're having at school and in this book is, are kids not reading anymore? Are we so bad at paying attention because of Instagram, because of like Reels, TikTok, all of this stuff, that we can't sit down and read a book? And I think the answer is yes.
Yes.
So, as a mom with younger children, I obviously get fed some of that content. And like right now, basically they changed over the way they teach kids how to read.
Really?
So, do you remember when we were younger and we got phonics?
Yeah.
Hooked on phonics.
Oh,
yeah.
They don't teach phonics anymore. They don't teach you how to sound out a word. They teach you how to read a word on sight.
Memorizing.
So they memorize how the word sounds, but they don't teach you how to phonetically sound out a word anymore. And because they don't teach you how to phonetically sound out a word, you also don't really understand like roots of words.
Yeah.
This is so, I did not know this.
Yeah, they don't teach phonics anymore at all.
Wow. I didn't know this.
And it's same with like core math, like Common Core math. Like they've changed how they've
math. I knew that
taught
because that shit's crazy.
A lot of different things,
weird.
But kids are having a really hard time with like, they'll remember how to say the word, but they don't remember what it means. They don't remember anything about it. Like it's just
memorization.
They're memorizing the word to say it and not what it means or anything about it or understanding.
It's just Duolingo in your classroom.
Yeah. So there's actually like a baseline issue with understanding reading at a fundamental level.
I did not know. That is so fascinating.
And it's becoming increasingly, and then also when you pair this with like No Child Left Behind, you have a bunch of kids who don't know how to fucking read.
That's interesting. So like so I'm referring to like the teenagers too. Like that's a big,
they're on their phones.
But I guess it's starting
earlier.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. So I had to do a project last night where I had to stare at a painting for 10 minutes and I could not do anything else.
Oh my God.
And all I could do was I couldn't do it. I got to 4 minutes and I could not do it. I just couldn't. I was
4
losing
minutes feels like a long time.
And the thing is, like a timer would pop up, and then they got rid of the timer, and it was like I'll check back in every couple minutes, and it was agonizing. It's like, you know, when you do a plank at the gym, time slows down. When you're waiting for your Hot Pocket in the microwave, time slows down.
Yeah.
When you're doing something fun and pleasurable, it goes so fast.
Yeah.
No, it was a shitty, boring painting. And it didn't have anything to it. It was interesting because we all had to reflect on it. And I was reading everybody's things and everybody said the same thing where they were like, I couldn't get to 10 minutes. Like most of us got to 5 or less, which is scary.
I can't even like, I can't meditate because I feel like my mind doesn't stop.
It's like impossible.
Running. And even when I try to get massages, like that's my time where I'm like, there's no phone for that hour that I'm getting a massage.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm twitchy.
Yeah.
I feel, I'm guessing every move she's going to do next. I am just like, I'm not able to just shut my brain off.
We can't do it anymore.
So Jay, he took a step back in life kind of, and just like cut social media, cut everything off,
awesome.
like stopped picking up his phone. Like he has an Apple Watch. So I think like sometimes he'll like check his messages or whatever, but like he is like completely cut out social media. And he's like, I've never felt better in my life.
It's hard to do. So in this book, Still in Focus, it's really interesting because they talk about how it's not our fault. It's the way that Google especially has set up our environment so that we stay on these websites longer. He actually talks to the guy that invented infinite scroll. So back in the day, you would scroll down, you would have to hit page 2.
Yeah.
Now, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, it infinitely scrolls. He hates himself for that. He like talks about how he was like, this is the worst, like it's Frankenstein. This is the worst thing that I ever did because now people are addicted to like these things that they're just on it longer. And he talks to a lot of people in Silicon Valley who are saying like, we hate that we're doing this, but we have to do it because this is how we make money.
This is how we make more
so
money.
the whole thing, there's a thing called like, what is it? It's something negative optimism or something. I forget what it was called. It's in this book. But basically they're saying, well, you could just turn off your phone. You could delete social media. You could do all this stuff. It doesn't fix the root of the problem. Like we need to hold these people accountable that they're creating sites. Like, and it was even talking about the algorithm of YouTube. It looks for negative words. So that's why when you get served like car crash, right? You'll get like a bunch of car crash videos because they serve you negative news because they know that you'll stay on it longer and you'll click it.
So I went to school for television production, audio, radio, digital media. I have a double major, did a lot of fucking studies with media studies. Like I went to a college that had a full television studio. Like I was deep into broadcast television and took a lot of propaganda classes, took a lot of mass media classes. One of the number one things that they teach you in school is school shootings is the number one rating for news because people are so, and I'm sure that's, you know, now that we're so desensitized to it, like that might not necessarily be the case, but those types of events are what spike ratings. They still do. And that's why they still serve these stuff. And like, if you do any type of research on social media, it all points to like rage bait, rage bait and like these click farming and like
it's keeping people there as long as you possibly can.
They're like some of these people and like I don't want to like get into politics, but Tucker Carlson, like he was a Fox broadcaster for many years and was very, very conservative, obviously on Fox. And said some fucking crazy shit. I'm not gonna lie. He said some fucking real crazy shit over the course of some of these elections. He got cut or whatever, parted ways with Fox News. And he basically said, he's like, yeah, I got paid millions of dollars to spew propaganda to the American people.
Oh, yeah.
And he fully admits and says that he straight up fucking lied to people for views.
He talks to engineers in here at Facebook, and they say like, why can't you create an app where it encourages you to go out with your friends? So if Facebook had a button where it says, I'm at this bar, come meet me, right? Like they could do that. The engineer was like, I don't want to. Well, the engineer goes, we could do that. But if I created that button, you're going to leave the site and go hang out with your friends. We don't want that. We want you to stay on as long as you possibly. So that's what's happening is these kids are all they know is social media because there's also a false sense of connection when you're on here with your friends. Like
parasocial stuff.
With my niece, she's 18. Like everything is online. Snapchat.
You
is
like don't know how to have relationships with people. We've lost this.
I feel like there's also no learning of conflict resolution either.
No conflict resolution. There's also like this lost art of like being a friend to people because it's like you don't have to, like, everyone is in this mindset of like, I don't owe you anything. And it's like, no, you do. Like, you're human. We owe
human decency.
We owe people human decency. And like, there's just this lack of like any type of social decorum online.
Because now everything's just like.
Yeah. And everything's
like, a fire emoji, fire emoji.
I even noticed it, like, obviously we're in bookish spaces, but like, I'm in these bookish spaces, I'm reading people's content. And it's like, I get where anger is coming from. I get what people are saying, but like, this doesn't fucking help anything. Like, you're just creating more conflict and more like angst again, but it generates views. And like, people, like, they get mad about like when you do like a negative review or like, these are the books I fucking hated. And then you got some people being like, I don't like content like that. But then they get tons of fucking views. Yep. So
that's why every time there's a drama on TikTok, there are people on YouTube saying, let me tell you what the drama is so you don't have to go look at it yourself.
Exactly. Because it generates views.
That's the negative. And I feel like we're constantly being hit with like a fire hose of information constantly. That when we turn it off, we don't know what to do. Like, our brains can't take a moment of silence, especially the younger kids, where imagine like you're sitting down to try to read a book. Your mind is going a million miles an hour because you're
10,000 notifications at once.
And that's the thing. Like, you could turn off the notifications, do all this stuff, but you're still so attuned to what is going on around you that sitting down to read, I feel like, is a lost art.
There have been times where I'll pick up my phone, like, right? I'll pick up my phone.
Yes.
I'll be like, okay, Discord.
Yep.
Pick it up immediately again. Yep. Just look at Discord. I'm like, I just looked at it.
Yes.
I don't have to do that again.
I do it sometimes when I'm reading. I'll look at my phone. I'm like, what am I doing?
I want to delete everything, but then I feel like I'm disconnected from.
I deleted Instagram for 5 days, and an absolutely insane thing happened during that time. And I thought all I could think was like, I can't see how my friends and family are, which was turned out to be the best thing that could have happened because I didn't.
It's like the timing of you deleting the app is
fucking insane. I'm not gonna lie though, it was so nice to not. And then it got
Kristen deleted the app during the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Yes, it was bad.
I mean, I also wasn't. I only knew about it because of you. I wasn't on. Like, I haven't. For me, Instagram is my poop time.
But you sent that news out, and I was like, I wouldn't have. If I had Instagram, I would have known.
You would have seen it.
I kind of want to just delete it.
I wasn't on Instagram that day.
I want to delete it for good.
You would have seen it.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was everywhere. I saw it from 6 different angles.
I just want to delete it.
It shouldn't be that easy
accessible to
find
murder.
An assassination.
Yeah. I mean, we've always had JFKs.
It was different.
I know, but like it was on like. I don't know if you saw the close-up.
No, I wasn't.
The close-up looked like AI.
I wasn't going to look for the close-up. Let's like move on.
But like, there's like, this is why people are online because they can get the information. They can see like
yes. I think
this type of shit immediately.
Yes, number one. Number two, I think in the beginning for TikTok, definitely when things are being suppressed by
the media,
the main source media or legacy media as others have called it, I get it. Because you're getting boots on the ground, like actual firsthand accounts of news.
But you're also not getting vetted news.
But you're not getting vetted news, which is how things spread. So it's a tricky in between that we're in there. I understand why folks would want to stay on like TikTok and stuff because that's where they get their news fed, especially when it comes like to local things.
The thing that this book touches on that I'm like, I think about this all the time. Yeah. What is the precipice? We are served so much. There is so much happening and it's more and more every year. Like when have we hit the limit of what we can like physically retain?
Our brain.
What is our brain?
There was like a meme that was like my brain trying to process that like my brain that like was only meant to like eat berries in a cave, trying to process.
So at what
like,
point do we go back? Like at some point, I feel like we have to just like, if we could just get rid of all social media, because there are good things that are a part of social media, right? I think there are good things that came out of it,
but they've been ruined by a lot of bad things.
But it's like, what would happen if tomorrow all of that was gone? I don't know.
Like there's nice parts of like being connected to family that you wouldn't see, and like
especially like or like disabilities. I feel like it helps people with disabilities to stay connected with people that they don't get to see. Like I think there are like a lot of good avenues,
but like
and stuff,
Instagram was that, and then it turned into this like money making meme machine.
Yes,
and it's disgusting. And TikTok, like my God, it's so fucking toxic. Like it is so
I haven't
fucking
opened TikTok in
toxic.
so long.
I am so happy I
Because
did
it's
that
all
thing.
just
I'm so
drama.
happy.
It's just people
just find it on
talking
YouTube.
shit. It's just people
Like,
getting
I find it on
mad.
Instagram 3 weeks later, you know? Like it's
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
But like it's just people getting angry all the time,
listen,
and then
you're
like getting
preaching to the
people,
choir, girl.
getting people to comment on their things by saying something inflammatory, and then getting revenue and generating revenue and generating this. It's just like this sick cycle where like, and what's fucked up is like there are people that are trying to promote their books, that are trying to promote XYZ, that are trying to be like good, new businesses, trying to do good in the world or do like create content that's like happy or whatever. And like people just engage or they get tricked into engaging with this fucking bullshit.
And it's not going to change. Like you can do individual things to help yourself, but it's not going to change the overall problem. And I thought there was a really good comparison too in this book about like the culture for like diet culture and stuff in our world today. So back in the day, America used to be very fit, right? And then the culture changed, our food changed. Things are not walkable anymore. Where our cities aren't set up for people to be in shape because that's just how our society is now.
We're forced
but
to
if
be
you
in
go,
cars.
you go to Denmark or like any of these other places where everything is bikeable, the food that they eat is not processed
They
like ours.
actually have public transportation that works.
They're a lot more fit. So it's like you can do individual things to make yourself more fit. You can go to the gym, you can do this, but it's not going to change the overall society of things.
Highway,
like, it's not
if
us.
you like dig into like the real downfall of American society, it's highways.
Isn't that so? I think that's fascinating.
It's highways.
Yeah.
They have ruined if you like really go back and
wild.
and pinpoint.
I think cars.
No, because it's not cars.
Yeah.
It's like it's actually like these big major highways. Is if they decided to do a train system instead of
so nice.
the highways,
Yeah.
we would be in a
95.
we'd be in a different country.
I know. It's crazy.
But
sorry, I got us
some
all
rich
derailed.
fucking white guy needed to do it, and that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Isn't
with
that
so many
always
things.
why we're here?
Yeah. So
It's always a guy.
Reading in general, like my niece, 18, doesn't read at all. She hates reading.
I have
is
to
not
force
interested.
my cousin. I think she's 15
I'm
now.
telling you, these teenagers are not reading.
I tried to bribe her. I was like, listen, I want you to read a book a week if you can. Or if you're not, a book a month. Give me one book a month. I just need you to read something. Even if it's like 200 pages.
Well, I think
something.
schools should be like,
They're not.
I just don't
Everybody's
understand.
on
I used to have
iPads
to-
now.
They're all on fucking computers.
They
and
don't even
iPads.
read textbooks.
And then people who are reading on their phone, which is also not great
That's what I'm
because
saying.
all the distractions. Are
I
there.
love textbooks. I
Yeah,
love the
I love
feel
the
of
smell
them.
of a textbook.
Bring back the textbooks.
But I get it. It's because schools weren't having enough funding. So they can have funding for like maybe one set of iPads. Every class uses that same set of iPads
That's a good point.
for the textbooks.
Yeah.
There's not enough. You guys remember your
gotta
textbooks?
re-
Mine
you
were
gotta-
always falling apart.
Oh yeah.
The book sock, thank God, will keep it like
Cover
together.
it with paper bags and book
Paper
socks.
bags, yeah. Like
Yeah.
if you go to an inner cities like poor school, you know that's the life you have to live. Unfortunately,
We grew up in a good I think we got lucky because when the age that we were before social media was like a good age to be.
I was
like,
in college.
Yeah, so we were like even the kids who didn't like reading would still be able to read a book if they were presented one. Now it's like I just don't think people have the
Hey,
attention.
we used to have to read in school.
Yeah,
that's what
for
I like
school.
don't understand. Is like I used to do book reports.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's still happening. It might be,
I have to ask Ariana if she does put.
but
Like
it's,
I
it's
had to,
different
like
now.
in honors English, I probably read 15 books in a
I think
in
I
a
read about
school
at
year.
least up to 10.
I'm gonna send you guys that painting exercise. I think it was New York Times that might have done it, but
That's so interesting.
hard. It's so hard.
I can't sit in just silence.
I know. I'm curious how people feel about that. So I have to write a final paper on all of this, and I found I did a lot of research on like nature and how nature can help us heal our attention focus. But then I was like,
But they're destroying
is that
nature.
but then I was like, is that a privilege take? Because not everybody could be out in nature. And then I fell down a rabbit hole of people in solitary confinement and how they're being given VR glasses now of them like walking in nature so they don't absolutely lose their fucking minds.
wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So if you're like really interested in like theory,
Yes.
I think it's Henry David Thoreau was part of like the transcendentalism
I feel like I've
like
heard of
movement where basically like was Henry he was either nature what was the other guy?
this.
Transcendentalism.
I've definitely heard of this.
It's basically
I've
like
heard the word.
being like one with nature and
Yeah.
like going into nature and like letting your mind kind of like
This is so
connect
helpful.
with you're the outside, and like it's just like it was a movement in the 1890s maybe.
It's interesting that you said. So I found during my research, I found something called attention restoration theory, and it's this husband and wife. They're so cute. Back in the 90s, they were like these old people, not philosophers, psychologists, and they wrote a couple books on it. And I ordered their books, and I'm like, this is what I'm like getting into now, and I love it. But
I see your future.
Yeah, it's just like it's like how nature can heal our attention problem. I think that's what I'm most interested in.
1820. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm more interested in like attention because even when I'm hiking, sometimes I'll want to like look on Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, I'm in fucking.
When you're hiking,
okay, so
I just want to like look at something.
Transcendentalism is
after 18 miles, you're kind of like, all right.
Philosophical, spiritual, and literary movement that developed in the late 1820s and 1830s in New England. A core belief is the inherent goodness of people and nature, while society and its institutions have corrupted the purity of the individual. People are at their best when they are truly self-reliant and independent. Transcendentalists saw divine experience inherent in the everyday. They thought physical and spiritual phenomena as part of the dynamic process rather than the discrete entities. Transcendentalism is one of the first psychological currents that emerged in the United States. Hold on, where's the...
It makes so much sense.
I like that. The whole everyone's individual.
The name of my paper is Back to Our Roots. And I feel like we're connected to like trees and we're connected to the animals.
Dude, my dad and I, mostly him, but when we're in DR, at our house in DR, he literally goes like, let's go hug this tree.
Yeah.
And we hug the tree.
It's a legit thing. Forest bathing is a thing.
The way I want to leave, man. I just want to go. I just want to live in my house in DR and just like be with some chickens and a horse.
So interesting.
Nature as the divine source, saw nature as a sacred place for spiritual enlightenment and refuge from society and a way to connect with the divine.
I love
it's
that.
Actually, it was one of my favorite things that I studied in high school was transcendentalism because it's like a very interesting philosophical movement.
Well, it's the only way I think you can shut off the distractions at least is if you leave your phone somewhere and you're in nature, which is like I said, it's our root. It's like where we connect the most, I think, because
you don't hear the hum.
Everything was just the world. It was just nature. And it's like, you got to take your shoes off, put your feet on the ground.
It just like even
touch that grass, man.
Yeah.
I do wonder like where we're headed as a society.
I think about this a lot.
Anywhere good.
I think about this a lot, and like so much has to change to make it better. And I just like we're about one person, and it's tough to be a part of. I worry about like the cost of things eventually because it's like like all of these people, like a company could make 20% more than they did last year, and then this year they only make 18% more than they did last year. Yeah.
They don't consider that 18% increase. They consider that a 2% loss.
Isn't that wild?
So it's like, how exponentially do you need to make profit?
Mm-hmm.
And then
like
I've said this like in like work meetings with like my boss. It's like they always want us to keep pushing. What's the limit? Where's the line? Mm-hmm. How far are we going to go? Because every time we meet that expectation, you're moving the goalpost.
Yes.
Again.
Yep.
And I think also TV's not helping.
No.
This attention span issue. Like as someone who cuts like promos and stuff, we are being forced to cut things shorter and shorter and shorter. Every piece that I make is like a BTS piece. It's immediate, like cut out a minute, cut out 2.
Yep.
Make it short, make it 30 seconds, make it 6.
That's the biggest thing I've noticed is storytelling is so different now, especially in our industry. Nobody is giving us those documentary style videos anymore, especially news sources where it used to be like beautiful, like art things. Now, if you're on YouTube, make it like, have you watched a Mr. Beast video?
I'd never watch him.
Unwatchable. It's like, I was like, let's see what the hype is about. I'm just curious. I couldn't get past 4 minutes because every like 2 seconds there's a cut.
It's a cut.
And then there's like a sound effect and then an explosion and then like
I feel bad for that editor.
And it's like, what? This isn't even, like, I can't, but it's kids. Kids, that's what kids are watching.
I'm saying, like, we're not helping.
That's why I'm surprised Miss Rachel is so popular because I guess that's the young enough.
Watching little Costas here.
Yeah.
And she's literally in one shot. Like,
that's awesome.
Look.
Yeah.
It goes down. Wow.
Yeah.
She pauses and goes back again.
I love that.
Let's look at it again.
Yeah.
What about the red ball? Like she does it in a way that's not hyperactive.
Yes.
She feels calm.
I've been seeing things where parents like our age are now giving their kids the stuff that we watch, like Little Bear or Bear in the Big Blue House, and it's actually changing the way that their kids are acting. Like super hyperactive children are now calming down by watching.
So this is really interesting, and we're to give you like a little mommy philosophy for myself. I don't believe in iPads for kids. I will give Hudson my phone or like an iPad in like a restaurant or like if we're out, like those are times that like I will give them to him. In the house, he does not touch an iPad. We are big screen like TV people because I believe that TV is a social it's a social like thing because we're watching, we're interacting, like he's not glued in, he can, it's a social environment. I feel like the iPad's like a singular experience. Bubble. So I don't let him do that on that. However, when he was really little, he loved songs. He loved music. So I would put on YouTube and I would do Simple Songs. Simple Songs is like, all the same like nursery rhymes and like the videos aren't like, it's not like Coco Melon-esque.
Coco Melon
is
like, bad. That's like
crack cocaine.
Yeah.
But like some of the songs would be like, they would do shapes and numbers and counting and this. And like, it was educational. Hudson, he is not 3 years old. He can count to 100. He knows the ABCs back and forth. He knows every shape. He knows all the planets. Like this kid is unbelievably smart and he learned it all on YouTube.
That's wild.
Like, and I, what ended up happening for him though, is like these are music videos. They're only like 2 to 3 minutes long. He was fucking addicted to this shit. And then he would like get bored with them. And he would be like, and then he didn't know what he fucking wanted. And then he would just get fucking annoying. Wow. And I would be like, okay, well, then we're done. Yeah. Like, so what I ended up doing is I just cut out YouTube fully. And like, he learned all this shit. So it's like hard to say that it wasn't worth it because he has all of these like, he has all of this knowledge that like I couldn't have fucking taught him like in the way
He's gotta
that
play outside. You got a good backyard too.
Yeah,
he plays. I mean, he plays
the basement's awesome.
Yeah. You literally have the perfect.
But now we only do 30-minute or movies. That's all. That's like awesome. We don't do any YouTube anymore. Unless he needs a diaper change and he's fucking losing his shit.
Fussy Gussie at it again.
But you know what I mean? Like he's like obsessed with music. So it's like, it was really difficult to make that decision to leave YouTube and get off of it. Like I don't even let him watch Miss Rachel because it's like.
It's still part of that.
And it's also just such a screen.
When I thought about it, it's like for a kid, like going to a concert.
Yeah.
Like it's just hit after hit after hit like of dopamine.
It's just dopamine.
Because when we were babies, we weren't necessarily watching those videos. And so YouTube
Barney
had me in a chokehold.
Girl, Barney was my life. I
had a Barney pillow. I had a Barney pet, like plushie thing. I had VHSs. Yep. To this day, there's a certain stool that Barney had in one of the episodes that when I see that stool, the way that stool is shaped, I go, Barney.
Sesame Street.
My sister's triggered by Barney because I used to rewind.
My parents
the
triggered by Toy Story.
So
my parents, I think, also triggered by Barney.
Do you know what was the best episodes? The camping episode. I still think about.
I think mine was Barney's birthday.
No, do you remember the Christmas one where they go to the North Pole?
I think I had 2 VHSs. And I just rewatched those.
Damn, the fucking Christmas one. I watched it recently on YouTube, and it was like nostalgia central.
But I want like
I teared up.
I mean, obviously, my sister's kid is her kid. But one of the first things I asked them when she was born, I said, "What's the one thing you want to show her? Like, what's that? What do you want to show your kid?
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be something specific, but what's the first thing you think of? Like, oh, that's an interesting question. I'm like, yeah, I know she was just born. I've been thinking about this.
Yeah,
I want to show her Mr. Rogers.
Oh,
yeah, Mr. Rogers.
I want her to see Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, that was clutch. We had good ass TV.
We had great TV. We had Between the Lions, bro.
Hudson, but I noticed
Reading Rainbow.
I noticed him slow down like more and like. He was better behaved and like I saw positive changes in his behavior after we cut YouTube.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
And I do think that like Mr. Rogers is like a slower pace. Like I see him tuning in for longer stretches into like, you know, the 30-minute shows, which he never was fucking interested in before.
Huge,
like,
yeah.
He's able to sit and watch 45 minutes of a movie where he never was able to do that before. It's crazy because
we grew up watching and sitting and just watching movies.
Yeah,
all the way through.
So I'm in class with kids who just graduated their undergrad. So they're like 22, 23. Some of them are working people like me. But these younger kids, they were talking about how they can't sit through a movie. They were saying like, I can get maybe like 10 minutes into a movie and then I get bored.
Phone.
Like they were talking all about that. And I was like, I was thinking about it. I kind of do the same thing sometimes. Like, I don't know that I could even sit through, unless it grabs me right away or it's like something I have to watch. Movies don't do it for me anymore.
It's I can sit through new stuff.
Yeah.
But I can't if I'm watching something like I've watched before.
Yeah.
I'll scroll.
Yeah.
I'll be on Pinterest a lot, looking at stuff.
Right.
So
it's bad. We definitely have an attention problem in this world that we're living in. So I don't know. I'm curious if you have teenagers in your house or if you have younger kids, like, are they reading? That's my question.
So one more thing.
Yeah.
There's like a big, obviously like Book Talk has had these like conversations about anti-intellectualism and like what that means and like romance books being at the core of it, of like, you know, not being highbrow.
God, they're so miserable.
I know, it's fucking misery over there.
Like, just say you've never been kissed and just move on.
Oh my God, take. Maria, that's the hottest take you've ever had.
I'm sorry. I'm sick
it's getting late. Maria's coming out.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. It's like 10 o'clock. It's my bedtime.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm usually nice in this. Go ahead.
But
I've loved that.
My point is like, we barely can get kids to read.
Amen.
Let them fucking read.
Let them read something.
Yeah.
If it's shit, I don't give a shit.
It's something.
Let them fucking read. Let them read.
Let them read.
Let them read.
Let them read. We need merch that just says "Let them read." I like
Let them read.
Okay,
yeah, that's all.
Good point.
Like, and I like, but people just keep on harping on, like, and you know what it is? It's the purists.
Fucking hipsters.
It's the purists. It's like the book purists that like think all books need to have deeper meanings and deeper.
They probably do. If you look hard enough, you'll find a deep meaning to everything.
Sometimes they don't need to.
I bet you I could look for a deep meaning in Ice Planet
Creature
Barbarians.
Cafe.
Hey, we can find it.
We might
let's
actually
maybe
it shows
not.
You communication.
You're right.
It shows you the meaning of consent.
Shit.
Don't get
you
me started.
can get lessons from anything, but the point is like,
shit.
You already have a problem with kids not reading,
right?
And now you're just making
them?
it even worse by saying like, "Hey, the shit that you do like to read, fuck you.
Yeah,
you're a dumb bitch for reading it." Like, what are we doing here?
I think there is like too much slop though too.
I think it's none of your business if it's not affecting you directly.
I agree with that, but
who's to say what's slop?
But is it not? There's so much slop out there. AI slop.
But they're watching slop.
Yeah, but they're probably reading slop.
But
too.
like,
they're reading slop comments.
What's slop?
I'm not gonna.
What's slop? What's not slop? Who's saying what slop is?
Who's dictating that? Who's decision making that?
You don't think like brain rot is a thing?
That's coming from screens.
I think, you know what I think? I think reality TV is 9 million times worse than any fucking book.
You don't think there's any books that are similar to reality TV?
Not in the way that...
Not in the dopamine hits.
Not in the way that...
This is not
the negative...
I know. You're playing devil's advocate. You're doing what she normally does.
Yeah.
The negative v negative, positive v positive. I think reality TV has so much negative to it that people, 1, racist, 2, misogynistic, 3, fucking
I think that fourth wing parody was slop.
Yeah, but man, he brought us together.
Fucking 100 pages. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
of slop.
Right, there's 100 pages of words being put into your brain.
You asked me, what is slop?
Reality.
I am giving you what is slop.
Reality TV is like extortative. Like What do you mean?
I watch my reality TV just fine.
But
you should have seen this shit.
I'm a proud subscriber of Zeus Network and Now That's TV.
Erica, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. I went to this girl's house and she goes, I'm putting on Zeus Network. And I said, what the fuck is Zeus
I was showing
Network?
Leia because Leia's being called to get that.
She's watching a show about a group of strippers.
Love them.
Who... The whole premise of the show is them fighting. That's the whole point.
They fight most of the time, but they're part of the cabaret.
She was fighting over some parade thing that was like a fake fight, and then they
she
turned
disrespected
real.
the princess.
Oh. Do you see?
The problem is it's exploitative.
Do you see? And they're all naked. And then one of them, and then it cuts to a music video.
Jocelyn is very.
Did you see who the new Bachelorette is?
Oh God! You guys are part
isn't
of
she
it.
one of the Mom Talk ones?
Yeah, the Mormons.
See, I don't watch The Bachelorette.
I've never seen any of those shows. The only reality TV I watched was Naked and Afraid, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's not really reality TV.
Well, it's
in the bucket of it, but it's not really.
But you're talking about like
Housewives,
trash TV.
You know what reality TV I love? Traders, and they just won an Emmy.
See, that's competition.
Judge Judy,
but it's still a reality show.
I know,
but it's
reality competition show.
It's competition.
It's part of the buckets.
It's part of the buckets, but what I'm really talking about is like
the
real world, the Housewives, Jersey Shore. Like that's exploitative TV.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
No matter how you fucking cut it, whether you like it or not, I fucking love Jersey Shore.
I don't. That's my phone's over there.
But I'm saying, like, if we're talking about impact and on negative on society,
you don't
reality
think
TV is way worse than any book.
You don't think there's any books out there that can cause that type of negative?
Leslie got me this for my birthday. And then I have it's a Shore Store sweater.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I have sweatpants that goes, you can stay and get your ass beat, or you can stay and get your ass beat. Jersey Shore is big in my house.
That's awesome.
Leslie just goes, yeah, buddy.
That's awesome.
I fucking love Jersey Shore.
I don't know. I think there's definitely a world where this gets worse and worse.
I think people are on their high horse is my point.
Often, yes.
I agree, but I think that's the same thing with TV too, though. You sitting here and saying like there's trash
reality TV is trash.
Stuff. Like people back in the day probably would have said the same thing. Like maybe back when reality first started, right? When Jersey Shore first came out.
In the height of the writers' strikes, yes.
People were like, this is disgusting. This is so bad for your brain. This is so bad. And now people are just like, yeah, it's just trash TV.
Now they're
I think this is the same thing with
figures.
Books. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I just think reading is always fundamentally good.
RuPaul
can read anything. You ever forget your phone in the bathroom and you start reading like the shampoo?
Dude,
label?
I would read shampoo bottles all the time. I used to read in the bathroom.
I love that shit.
Yeah, remember Reader's Digest and like
now I play
having
on my phone.
magazines and books.
Now I just scroll Instagram on my phone.
See?
I mean on the toilet.
It's terrible. Yeah. I want to bring back the poop Reader's Digest.
Ooh,
you should put them in your bathrooms.
Let's go.
I will.
All right.
Good.
I'll buy some.
Okay, anyway.
The TV guide. I used to read the TV guide.
Are your kids reading? That's my question. And if you want to answer that, you can go to our Instagram, books_.
As we talk about terrible social media.
Betches, BETCHES. Click the link to Linktree. You'll find
God, we're hypocrites.
YouTube.
No, not good enough.
She doesn't like it now. It's not
Not
a good
gonna cut
sound.
YouTube.
That was good.
That's great.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
we love
you.
you. We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.